Well, hello, friends, and thank you for joining me one more time with my close friend and colleague and mentor and teacher, Tomei Schnitsius. We've had 25 sessions together where we've benefited from his wisdom and his incredible connections to what he has been calling the group. Um, they've asked him for more airtime. Here we are. This is a spontaneous and unrehearsed in terms of what might come through, but I assure you it's going to be very real, very pertinent, and very significant in terms of what it means for you, as well as what it means for him. So, Tomei, thank you for joining me again. Spirit Partners is always open door for you, and we're really eager to hear what you have to share.
Yeah, Bill, thanks for taking the time tonight to do this. It has been a while since we've been together, and a lot has transpired over that length of time. Seems like every day there's something new that's going on out there and in the world or in the United States or even in your community. Um, and there's a sense of fear that has been growing um, and touching a lot of souls these days. Um, and in some respects, it's very hard uh, for a lot of us to be able to walk through any kind of shadow work, let's just call it, or any kind of work that we're doing internally to release the high density or the low density of energy that we're holding on to and have been holding on to for a long time. Um, and then have to be able to walk outside the door, listen to TV or the news, or get bombarded by something going on in the community or whatever it might be, and it all seems to be centered around, um, say, you versus them, or us versus them, or some kind of fear where we do not feel safe. We don't feel that things are heading in a direction that we have talked about before, which was a shift. Um, and it's become very, very intense out there, very intense. And there doesn't seem to be any solutions or any answers. And my suggestion here, and what they're bringing forward here, that I can feel, is that it's because we're so distracted by what's going on outside of us that we continue to look outside of us for the solution of the distraction. We get swarmed by the energies of what's going on. We allow ourselves to go into judgment of what's going on. It's almost as if as soon as a fear or distraction shows up or a challenge shows up, we're now immediately going to some kind of fear aspect of what it is that have felt in the past. And I'm going to say here too, and they're actually giving me kind of a hit on this, is that most of the fears that you're feeling now, because everything is so intense, and this is really towards a lot of old souls in a lot of ways, and I'll go into that in a minute. But the fears that you're feeling, and that because they're so intense, you're feeling fears of your past lives. It's ingrained in your DNA, your genetics. It's coming forward, and in some cases, even some of you are carrying those fears from your whole family structure, going way back, years and years and years and years and years ago, even thousands of years ago, even maybe planetary, where you were on other planets where things were going in the wrong directions. You're being reminded of these fears because what we have in front of us right now is an opportunity to shift those fears into authenticity. into divine love, if you will, a divine sense of wholeness and health and solace and safety and support. It's as if all the structures are being torn down of everything that you know, everything that you put your dependency into, and it became secondhand to you. It was as if one created this connection to this dependency of outside of us as if it was never going to end. They created, when I say they, I'm talking about those men and women who are in charge at the top, way past any governments. This is more, is deeper than you can imagine. It has been going on for thousands of years. They've created a fear that they know that you will cling to because you've clung to it in past lives. That's how strong they are. That's how incredibly manipulative they are. They know how to pull this together. What they're counting on that you won't do the work. They're counting on that you will be affected by this. They're counting on that you will make choices that will draw you deeper into it, which is usually filled with judgment. That judgment leads to fear. If you can push off the fear onto somebody else, if you can push it off through judgment, then you feel as if it's not a part of you anymore. Yet you've just added to it by allowing yourself to be part of the scenario of how judgment works, how the ego works, how they know what you're holding on to, and how they can manipulate you into doing the things they want you to do. They're very good at what they do, incredibly good. As a matter of fact, if you're watching enough YouTubes right now, they're telling you you better be worried about 3I Atlas because it's going to come in and it's going to come in on the 29th. And when it does, all hell's going to break loose and all. They're trying to get you in fear of the energies that are coming. These energies that are just going to pass us by and drop off high frequency of light and understanding and connection. Nothing's going to happen. But they want you to think it's going to happen. And they'll make you feel with all the prominent scientists and all these people that they've paid off so that they can help you understand that you better be in fear because everything's going to break loose next week. If they can get you to do that, are you worried about your money in the marketplace? Are you worried about there's not going to be any food? Are you worried about that it's going to even crash into our earth and everything's going to explode? How many fears, how many thoughts have you had about what could happen and how that's going to transcend into a world that's destroyed? If they can convince you of that, then they will come to the rescue. They pose a fear, they create and manifest a fear. They get you to believe in it, not know it. They get you to believe is dualistic. They get you to believe in it. And once you truly believe in it, and they can tell by the algorithms that they use on these computers, and by all the downloads you try and do to find out what's going to happen, they can tell whether they've captured you or not. And as soon as they've captured a certain percentage of the world's population, then they become the heroes. They become the saviors. Come to us. We will save you. We will help you. We'll put together a new currency for the world. and everybody will have just enough. It's still third dimensional, which means they won't have enough, which means you have to feel what it's like not to have something as it is to have something. That isn't the shift, but they want you to follow them. They want you to become dependent upon the solutions they will give you. And they have many of them. And they will trick you. Their new way with AI can show up on your screens as if it looks real. We will not come down to destroy anything. We are only here to uplift your hearts. That is our only mission in any way. And we are not even allowed to get involved in that with you. The best we can do is to provide opportunities for you to see so you can make the choices for yourself to uplift your hearts. We are not allowed to come in and destroy something to make you feel weak or to build something up to make you feel strong. We are only here to provide synchronicities that allow you the opportunity to use your free will and to move deeper into your heart. We will tell you at this time, you're way past anything we thought you would be. This is why we're starting to show up. We're showing up in different ways for others. And when we show up, we're showing up in energetic feeling, not by seeing. If your hearts are open, you will know we are around, and we already are. That knowing in your heart continues to go deeper and deeper and deeper, and doing the work is what is going to assist you to go past what it is they wish you to not go past. You will see it clearly, and many of you already are seeing it clearly. But you're still questioning it because you're still on the in-between. You're partially in the third dimensional world, and you're partially on the other side as well. So you're kind of walking a tightrope in between. And sometimes you fall one way and sometimes you fall the other way. But the time is over for the shift to not happen. It's going to happen in the next 3 years. And it's not going to be a shift of destruction. They hope it will be, because they want to provide a third dimensional solution to show you that, yes, everything got destroyed, but we're here to build it up again and just follow us. Your government is destroying everything it can right now. It's destroying it so you can rebuild it. You might say it's being done out of harm. They're going to destroy everything, and what they're going to put in its place is the solution they think you should believe in. And many of you just shake your head and say, this is not the direction that our hearts are going. And you would be correct in feeling that sensation. The time will come when the destruction is over, and then the manifestation of the new world as it's coming in will begin with your creations as you walk forward together in community and understanding and safety. So understand that the destruction that they are creating must take place so the new world can walk in and changes can take place. And that's very scary. You have what's called anxiety. You have anxiety of the past, the present, and the future. That anxiety of the future is all coupled into the other two. So the anxiety of the past, the anxiety of the present moment, and the anxiety of the future all come together as one. If you can understand through that anxiety that you can lift your heart over that, above it, and use the feeling and sensations that you have and using your mind from your heart, then you'll be able to let go of those things, those sensations, those emotional attachments that you've had in the past, in past lives, that have brought you where you are today, of anxiety of the future, of the present moment, and of the past. We are here to tell you that if you see anything being destroyed, and it appears to be, let's call it an alien spacecraft, it was created by those on this planet. It wasn't created by something outside of you. The aliens that are outside of you in other dimensions that you cannot see, for sure there are some of those that are of low frequency per se. They're not allowed to come here. They're just not allowed. The consciousness of, let's say, of the galaxy, the Galactic Council, would not allow anything to touch this earth from the outside, from extraterrestrials. So understand what has been created to fool you into believing, to be scared of some kind of alien invasion, has been totally created by them and looks real because they have fine-tuned their technology to such a degree that you could be standing in front of something and see what's going on and swear by the Bible, as you would say, that what you see is what's happening, and we will tell you it isn't complete illusion. It isn't real. They will manipulate you every way they can to keep you in fear. If you feel fear, walk away. There is only light in what is coming to you now. If you feel fear, check in with yourself and make sure it's not something from a past life or from this life that has resurrected itself to be able to be cleared out. We believe you call them triggers. Emotional attachments are triggers that you carry as a burden in your burden backpack as you walk around. And every once in a while, a situation happens in front of you that triggers one of these burdens, and it comes out of the backpack in front of you, and you must feel it and be with it, partake in it, only for the purpose of releasing it finally. But most of you have released more than 50% of your burdens. This isn't a journey of releasing 100% of them. This is a journey of getting past 50%. With that, you have a clear heart, you have a clear voice, you have a clear mind. Your body begins to heal. You become a higher sense of who you are. Your cells become benevolent. They don't hold on to stress anymore. You finally understand what it's like to walk in balance. Fear is imbalance. Why do you think that the fear has become so monumental? It's because fear is losing its grip. It has to come out stronger than it ever has before. They know their time is limited. They will continue to live if they choose in an energetic realm that is surrounded by fear, where they can continue to create what it is they wish, for that's their free will choice. but many will not be here. Not on this dimension, not in this earth, for the earth is changing and shifting. It already has. And many of you know this. Just as the explosions that are happening all over the planet, from volcanoes to earthquakes, the ice is all melting. The earth is shifting. All these things are they're letting go of. She is finally finished with her journey and is moving on into a higher place. It is the same journey, the same path that any one of the souls that are here is going on. For isn't it traumatic? Trauma. Isn't it traumatic when you let go of an emotional attachment? Isn't it hard to be with? It's hard to let go of because you must let it go through your physical body, through the emotions that are coming forward, and it drives you into a place of sometimes sadness, sometimes rage, sometimes an incredible depression that might come about, even to suicide. When you get to the point of suicide, know that you're right at the edge of letting it go finally. Don't jump off now. Finally let it go completely, and you will be free on the other side. Many of you are contemplating this because you finally are reaching the core value of your emotional attachments. The time is right. The energy's coming in from the solar flares that have been coming down over and over and over again. Never in history of the planet has there been so many solar flares happening consistently. The poles are shifting on the planet. That should tell you that the earth is changing. Your sleep at night. Many of you are waking up between 2 and 4 o'clock every single night. We will suggest to you that that time frame is very, very important. Why is it important? Because the dreams you're having prior to that time of waking up are so defined and so deep that we wish to wake you up so they become a part of this world, not just stay in the astral world where you're at when you're dreaming. We're asking you to bring those feelings with you. And some of them are very tough to bring. Some of the remembrances and the reminders of what you have been through are hard to see again, but you're not going to carry those into the next place. You'll leave them behind. So the work is twofold. The work is done as you walk in everyday life, and the work is also done when you close your eyes, and you work even deeper when you're asleep, even though you're still attached. There's many other side effects that are going on with the energies that are coming in. There's dizziness, nausea, headaches, seeing things that you couldn't see. Time seems to go fast and then it goes slow, and then it goes fast and then it goes slow. You're going to be walking into a place where there is no time. There just is. So you're getting used to the fact of how time was created by you in this dimension, and the differences of fast and slow, so you can find a place where you're right in the middle, in the medium point, where there just is no time. You just are in the moment. You might call this a divine authenticity, for you're allowing yourself to be authentic more than not. In those moments of understanding, as the fears begin to show up that are going to try and grab and clutch at you and pull you back, you will see them so clearly. You will not fight them. You will allow them to come in, and you will spiritually alchemize that energy and send it back in love. You will start noticing that you will be doing that on a daily basis with situations or people you meet, people from the past that you used to be with, who wish to clutch on you, who wish to manipulate you, who wish to steal your energy. You see it clearly. You don't judge them. You don't tell them they can't do it anymore. You just let the energy come in and change it and send it back to them instantaneously. Since we're not here to destroy anything, you will begin to understand and feel and sense what that feels like, that you're not here to destroy anything, to kill anything. For the dark is destroying it for you. You will pick up from there and create the new world, the new earth that you really wish to be with. And it will continue to change. It's never going to look the same day after day. It'll always look different. For when you work from the heart, everything's an experience. There is no sameness, there is no time, there is no judgment, there is no harm. All this is very difficult to bring into your intelligence. For your intelligence is based in third dimensional world. Your intelligence is based in definition. It is not based in experiential. You believe that your mind is the interface with divinity, with consciousness. This is what you have been taught. Where the true the true interface, the true part of who you are is your heart. The heart will use the mind and the brain to manifest what it is, to create what it is that is best for all, best for consciousness, best for universal, best for the planet, best for those here. Instantaneously, you will know. For it'll be a true feeling from the heart. It won't be defined. This is how we live. And we ask for you to do it here, to bring it here from within yourself. You're not going to get it from the outside. This has been the issue for a long time. And because you got trapped in that mindset, they've been doing this forever, trapping you more and more and more. Convincing you that right now it's the Democrats that should win. Convincing you 4 years from now that it's the Republicans that should win. And then 4 years after that, it should be the Democrats again. This has been going on forever. That's the game, to keep you trapped in the cycle. A cycle where they provide the solutions for you instead of you choosing through your heart what some of those solutions can look like. The time is at hand. There are many things happening universally. There's much assistance around you already. And they also know that. We are not allowed to get involved in any of that. You must bring yourself to a higher sense of feeling and sensation, to have the clarity to see how not to fight what's going on, but to shift it into a different frequency. When you begin to do that for yourself internally, you begin to master yourself. You master the gifts and the abilities that you already have connected to through the interface of the heart with a divine intelligence, with infinite abundance, infinite opportunities, infinite solutions. Tomei just had a healing done. We reminded him of how that works. And he dove into it. And he didn't tell anybody about it. It was between him and a client's best friend. And that client had a disease that had taken over their body to such a degree that they were only going to live possibly for another couple days, maybe weeks. And now basically that client is free of that disease because of the sensation and the feeling that the two others put their hearts together with, to see and feel that person being in a state of happiness and joy, of walking with their children, of being able to bend over again, being able to carry things, all within a couple weeks. The test had to be done twice because they didn't know what to say. Some would call that a miracle, and we would say, no, that is just a creative manifestation of what is possible in infinite possibilities and solutions. Those that are in control on this planet would say no. They would say the only way that's possible is through the drugs that we should give to them, the poison they want to put into your body, because they have you convinced in fear that if you don't, you won't be here. That's a belief structure, not a knowing. This could lead us into another discussion on giving oneself away in all kinds of ways. Giving your energy, allowing your energy to be taken out of fear. They have convinced you that you're not good enough to be a divine essence, that you are not good enough to perform, let's say, at a level of higher frequency because you are a sinner, because you came in dark already. And if you follow us, we can show you the way, and we will provide you the solutions and the understandings of how to put it all together. So you give yourself away to it because they have convinced you to believe what they have told you. Those days are over. Those days are coming to an end. They already are. And this is why it's so difficult, because the fear has grown to such a degree because it's losing its grip, not because it's stronger. It has never been stronger than it is now. It has just always been the same. It has just been hidden. And now it's out there everywhere you look because it has to hold on to something if it's going to stay. You don't have to be with it. You can go about your day smiling at the person at the counter. You can go about your day looking for opportunities, feeling and sensing opportunities to uplift somebody or some situation. You can wake up each morning in gratitude instead of waking up each morning and say, here we go again. You can fall asleep at night reviewing some of the things that have happened in this day that have uplifted your heart, whether it be a movie, somebody else, petting a dog. There's so many opportunities to be in gratitude instead of depression. If you believe in what they tell you, though, that you should always be out looking for more, trying to gain more of whatever, filling the blank, then the anxiety comes back and the fear grows. I can't seem to get that. I can't seem to buy that. I can't seem to fill in the blank. Instead of living a very simple life through your heart. For there are no needs. The needs have been created for you, and you believe in them. We would suggest that as you walk your walk each day, and you're about to purchase something or do something in particular, am I doing this? Am I buying this? Am I a part of this? Because there is some need in me to have this done. For within the need is the fear that you won't get it. This is how they trap you. You can still be here. You can still be a part of life without need. You can be a part of life in gratitude for all that comes your way, for all that's in front of you. The interface is your heart. Your intelligence is turning into divine intelligence, not a limited intelligence based upon books and ideas that they give you to look at. Through that, you will have integrity. The integrity will flow within you, a feeling of a righteous accomplishment, not an arrogance of knowing something, but a wisdom that you can carry with you and a clarity to make choices that are always best for all, universally, not just here. For every time you act in a righteous manner, a manner filled with integrity, a manner felt within the heart, you implant that energy on the earth, but you also implant it in the universe. It grows exponentially from the smallest of acts to what you might look at as the largest of acts. They're all the same. They all provide an enhancement of the energetic flow that is in consciousness. Allow yourself to be in your heart as much as possible. That was pretty strong.
Okay, I would like to respond to that. with my own experience in the last couple of months that as I observe the famous outer world and the degrees of turmoil and dissonance and insanity that seem to be there, I've also been paying attention to the things that have been flowing into my life that we call synchronicities. And the synchronicities have been coming one after the other and one after the other. And good news, good news. It's not about money and that sort of thing. It is just experiences that happen. People who walk in the door who have the answer to what you need. People who contact you out of the blue that you thought you lost their information and you'd never see them again. I mean, a whole range of things that if we pay attention, they're there. And that for me has meant just paying less and less and less attention to the chaos and to the emotional attraction that the chaos has.
Hmm.
It's it's been a remarkable revelation,
Hmm.
and it validates exactly what you've been sharing with us here.
Yeah. The the situations that we each have to face, in some respect, is based upon um, the harm we have caused in the past. And for us to be free of that harm, we have to um, experience that harm that we've caused other people. Some would say that, once you pass away and your soul moves into the astral realm, um, that's kind of what the soul does. It's almost like you get a replay of what happened in this life or other past lives where you've harmed other people, and it's not about forgiving yourself for doing that. It's about the only way you can forgive yourself is to be with the harm that you caused other people and feel the depth of what that was like. And so we're being asked now, and a lot of people, it seems, that are coming to me lately, have had to face some things that they never knew were there, and they've resurrected themselves. Um, and to be with that harm can be very difficult. And so it's one of those steps in the journey for us to be able to walk over the veil, if you want to put it that way. We can't carry that with us, and it'll be really hard for us to walk over the veil if we don't do the work to face some of the things that have happened in the past. And it's hard work, um, to be able to be with that harm. Um, is hard because you can't believe in the state that you are right now that you actually did that to somebody, and you want to take it back. You can't take it back. It's already out there in the energies. But what you can do is feel those energies and erase those energies by being with them and transferring them or transmuting them, you might say, into a higher frequency. Say, let this energy be gone. I created this energy. Let it be gone. It doesn't need to be a part of consciousness any longer. And you just know that it's been done. That's the best way I can say it. There isn't, sometimes you might get verification. Sometimes, sometimes that person that might have done something to you or to them, or the situation, or it gets brought up and you realize that it's over. Um, but a lot of times we have to have trust and have faith that we know that this is a possibility, just like healing is a possibility. I know they brought that up tonight. I was surprised they actually shared that in this video. Um, it's amazing to me consistently the gifts that we have when we open up our hearts. It's just, it's unbelievable. Why you wouldn't want to do that is beyond me. And the only reason you wouldn't is because you're so immersed in your own ego, you can't see past the light of day. And you look at somebody that's in the government, and you can see that that's where they're at. They're so blinded by what they're doing, they can't see past it, and it's going to take them in a really bad place. And I don't know, I guess one day they'll have to face themselves in whatever way that might be. But in the meantime, we can shift that energy, um, as a community, as a global community. We've talked in the past on some of these podcasts about global coherence and community coherence and all that sort of thing. But it has to start with us, each one of us. That's where it begins. And I've taken it upon myself, um, to travel. And some people, oh, you get to travel. Yeah, it's amazing that I get to travel. There's no question about it. The gift that I was given to be able to do this is beyond words. Yet, there's a purpose to the travel. Traveling to places to open up energies that are there, to bring a sense of calm and peace and gratitude, to other people in different countries, um, to laugh with them, to sing with them, to dance with them, um, to honor their presence, to honor what they believe in and what they see and how they react. That's global community coherence. And they've asked me to do that, and I am so honored to do it. Um, and they've made it happen. As you know, Bill, I've been traveling quite a bit in the last couple of years, and wow, we're just about to go on another sojourn in a few days, and I am so excited to go this time. More, I don't know why. I'm just more excited than ever, than I have been. Um, I just feel like something's going to happen, and
The world is more ready for you than ever. Okay?
Maybe.
No, it is. It is.
um, and I get to have such a beautiful partner to be with me. It's just unbelievable. Um, so yeah, um, I hope this helps people. I hope it helps them look at things a little differently. Um, help them open their heart a little bit more to understand that there is a different way to be in this world. You don't have to be in the world they say you have to be. You can still be in life, but in a different way. And you'll live longer, you'll live more in a balanced state. You'll be healing your body probably every single day when you're doing it. And you'll continue on to serve others and become part of the universal coherence. And so that might be another subject for another time, it seems. What's universal coherence? That's global coherence is like, well, that's pretty big. What's the universal coherence? What's that look like? Maybe that's why they wanted to talk tonight, because they're going to throw that out there at the end. I don't know. So anyway, um, yeah, things are changing. They're changing quickly, and I can say to others out there, if you're listening, don't get stuck. Turn off your TV, turn off the news, turn off your phone. Don't listen to all the pundits that think they have it all figured out and who's doing what and they're doing it wrong and this person's doing this and they're doing that wrong. And everybody's playing out their journey. Even though we don't like what we see, they're still playing out their journey, and they're making decisions that are tearing everything apart. It's time for everything to be torn apart because everything has to start anew. And so when things are going to be torn apart finally at the end, and who knows when that might be, um, then it's time to kind of rebuild, you might say, or it's going to be time to manifest now from the heart completely. And what a world that's going to look like. Um, I can just feel it right now. It's amazing. I don't believe that we're going to lose all the stuff we have or anything like that. I don't believe that that's part of this whole thing. We will be with the stuff that we have in a completely different way. We'll come to it with a sense of sharing. Like, yes, I have this. What can I do to help you with it? And that person will say, well, I can help you with that. So, okay, then I can, there's no hierarchy. There's no monetary value on anything. There's nothing like that. It's just about, wow, you can help me with that. Yeah, okay, I can help you with this. We all have special gifts. We all have special ways of being in the world. And that's the kind of world I see coming. Um, and maybe I'll be here for it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. They're just laughing right now. They said, you're going to be here for it. I'm like, okay. All right. I got to start dyeing my gray hair, I guess. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
So, um, I don't know. I guess that's it. Unless you got questions, Bill. Anything you want to ask?
No, I want to say this has really been very deep and very profound. It has touched me in many ways, and I have filled the whole page here with notes and insights about this message.
Hmm.
Um, to me, I mean, if I put it in my words, it's about transcending the fear. And we can only
Yeah.
transcend the fear when we realize what our true essence and our true gifts are. And they reside, as you've been saying in all of these interviews, it resides in the heart. That's where the source of it is. That's where the residence is. And for me, it's an open invitation to live that way, to live perceptively aware of that incredible capacity that we have.
Yeah. Yep.
So thank you for
Yep.
this.
Yep.
I wish you the profoundest of blessings on your trip coming up.
Thanks.
Um, I could say I wish I were going with you, but
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go by yourself with your partner.
Yeah.
And I know that just as in the trip uh, to Cyprus, okay, that happened before,
Mm-hmm.
I was worrying, oh my gosh, what will happen to him? And does he know what he's going to get into and all of this? And it was one of the great joys and blessings of your life.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so will this, because you're coming to it with that perspective and that power and that opening.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
may it be marvelous.
Yeah.
May it be blessed and joyous. And we'll see you here again at Spirit Partners.
Yeah.
I know soon after you're back. And by the way, if you want to have something to share while you're on the trip, etc., that invitation is wide open. Um,
Okay.
the Zoom works, so
Yeah. The Zoom works. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
we'll do
As you
it.
know, they're kind of they kind of drop in all of a sudden and push the let's go button to do a podcast. When I least expect it. So
Well,
um, no, and they've I'm still always amazed with these guys because it's like we even talked before we started this tonight. It's I don't know what's going to be said, and then it just goes. It's amazing what they say. So
well, you at the beginning you used the term authenticity, and this was authenticity to the nth degree. So
yeah,
thank you for sharing the depth and the sincerity of that. And see you down
we'll
see
see you
you
down the road, guys.
down the road or up in the sky,
Yeah, the sky.
wherever you'll be.
Yeah,
Thank you
maybe
so
we'll.
much.
All
And
right, guys.
viewers, our heartfelt thanks to Tomei and to you for joining us yet again. And we'll see you at the next interview with Tomei and or with one of our other wonderful spirit partners who continue to develop their work, and I continue to interview. So thank you very much, and see you soon.